Good morning, everyone. It's Pastor Tim Hammy and First Assembly of God in Burlington, Kansas. It's so good to be with you. We're dealing with the Circle Maker, the final part of it. It's Think Long. And we talked about Daniel and how he had to wait 21 days for his miracle to happen. And then we looked at a couple other examples like Daniel. We talked about Elijah and the Israelites. And when we begin to think about stuff like this and we begin to think of the examples within the Bible, there's one thing that we see several times throughout the Bible is the positioning of their prayer. And to their knees, praying on their knees. That is a position of prayer. It is bowing your knees in prayer and seeking God. See, listen, Daniel's ranks of one of the most brilliant minds the ancient world has ever known. He is a Renaissance man 2,000 years before the Renaissance, with an unusual aptitude of both philosophy and science. Listen, he can explain riddles and solve problems unlike anyone else in his generation, but no one could dream or interpret dreams like Daniel. But the thing that set him apart wasn't his IQ, it was his PQ. Daniel prayed circles under the greatest superpower of earth, and because he got on his knees, he brought kingdoms and kingdoms to their knees. Daniel just didn't pray when he had a bad day. He prayed every day. He didn't just dial 911 prayers when he was in the lion's den. Prayer was a part of the rhythm and routine of his life. Prayer was his life, and his life was prayer. And you see, well, Daniel prayed when there was good times and when there was bad times, and he knew the importance of prayer and spending time with God. See, Daniel prayed with a greater degree of intensity right before he was thrown into the lion's den, but that intensity was the byproduct of consistency. He approached every situation, every opportunity, every challenge that every person prayerfully. And it was that prayerful posture that led to one of the most unlikely rises to power in political history. How does a prisoner of war become prime minister of the country that took him captive in the first place? The key word for that is consistency. See, back there, Daniel didn't just wait till something bad happened. He prayed to seek God's face. He prayed to gain the heart of God. He prayed because he loved Jesus and loved God. He had that relationship. And see, we come to the understanding that why do we need to pray? It's that relationship. It's a relationship. It's that believing. It's that trust. And as we pray, God hears our voice and we hear His. Back in the day, several years ago, more than 1988, I graduated from high school, which has been a long time ago, I feel. I graduated in 1988, and after I graduated, I left for the Air Force. I only lasted 30 days in the Air Force, so don't get all, oh, he's a veteran. I'm not a veteran. I served, and I got excused from service because of my left arm. But I was there, and we had to, one of the biggest things is our training instructor says, you need to understand, you need to hear and remember my voice. And so he would be yelling at us, he'd be screaming at us, he'd be barking orders at us. And if another training instructor started doing that and we obeyed that training instructor and he wasn't one of the training instructors that were in our unit, we got in trouble. Well, check this out. There's a lot of voices that are screaming at you that you need to do this or do that. And God says, listen to my voice and be guided by my Spirit. And let me encourage you. Get in a consistent prayer life so that you know His voice and He knows yours. Let's pray. Lord, I thank you so much. I pray that you bless every person that's watching. I pray that you encourage them, that you give them strength, that you just pour out your Spirit. And most of all, give them the opportunity to share the gospel with somebody this week, Lord. In your name, amen. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow on the 8th of March. God bless you.